Wayne. How is your day so far, young man?
I'm doing fine, Clay. What's on your mind, sir?
I was online last night checking out this interesting website. K.I.K, Knowledge is King. Mark Wells' site. Anyway, I ran into this post that I like to share with you and get your thoughts on it.
Okay. I'm not busy.
The name of the post is Things Forgotten, and it went like this. The African-American black struggle is one of vast, mighty and interesting depth. Let's face it, we are far removed from African roots and our slave ancestors, right? So some think, in going forward, black people not only in America, but all over the globe must remember why they are here and what happened since they have been here in this world. You are not just here to be suppressed and a former slave. Somewhere in time things went wrong and the Caucasians of the world banded together and against each other in bloody merciless imperialization of non-whites and whites together, creating what is now a capitalistic system of exploitation and winner-takes-all survival of the fittest. Without being soft or dodging things, this is what type of world we live in and the epitome of what capitalism expounded from. Lest you forget and keep blinders on, you will one day meet your maker, and 200 years down the line your children will reap the same fate and destruction because you failed to address racism and check this racist and imperialism of net white culture. It may not sound so bad to many, seeing the disputes and uncontested aggression set free in countries where democracy has been forced and religion plus culture and economic systematic domination of the world's resources by whites. Lest you forget and are a party to the destruction of not only yourselves but of other cultures, including our cousins and relatives in Africa and other colored nations. You will be no better. The one thing that gets me is maybe we are no better and half of us would rather step on the backs of others to keep a high materialistic level of living. This is becoming apparent with the black in America and other places as well. You have forgotten that you were once colonized, imperialized, enslaved, and suppressed with inferiority laws that you now welcome and uphold on others and each other. You have forgotten that this world is not of your creation, but you are only a pawn in the middle of it to further advancement of the elite. You have forgotten that black African ancestors and others, including whites, died not so you can just be American but to be free and yourselves. You are not your master, and nor are you to carry on the tradition of racism, egotism based on caste systems, materialism, hate, bigotry, imperialism or oppression. This is not why our ancestors lived through harsh cruelties so that you can become the right arm of white imperialism. We as blacks are forgetting this and many other lessons of the past. We are forgetting history.
Keep it coming, Clay. Keep it coming.
We are forgetting all too soon, yet an angry white mob dwells in the fabric of America, waiting to let us remember that we are not white and will never be that. You know this because of all the guns bought up during the presidency of Barack Obama. What were they getting ready for? There is no way they would dare attack the might of the military that the USA is in control of, so whoever it wasn't the government. You have forgotten and are getting too comfortable. The old freedom fighters have sat down and settled on just being American. The youth are lost and would rather just be American and individualistic, not caring about anyone or anything. They have no guidance or path laid before them. It's undoubtedly our fault. Keep forgetting and soon you will forget that things run in circles and history repeats. Right now we are back in the beginning of the cycle where whites are feeling threatened and seeing their power resources dwindle, which means there will be war. With China expanding and Africa trying to get their act together, plus Muslim faith growing, many feel their way of life is threatened. Economic recessions like the one we are still in the end of really further those feelings. Look at all the wars of the past and you will notice economic hardships came before them all. Look at most of the riots where whites killed blacks in mobs and you will notice it was mostly economic hardship, competition and racism. Even slavery and the Civil War was based more on economics more so than freeing blacks for ideology. Lest you forget these things, you will remember forcefully or just continue to fall to the side. This is an interesting piece for thought. Allow me to quote, in conclusion, two sentences from Du Bois addressed to the nations of the world issued in 1900, about the time when Fiji together with the Philippine insurgents were resisting the US military's relentless advance in the plains of northern Luzon to capture General Aguinaldo, the moment when Fiji separated himself from this occupying army. Du Bois wrote, "The modern world must remember that in this age when the ends of the world are being brought so near together, the millions of black men in Africa, America, and the islands of the sea, not to speak of the brown and yellow myriads elsewhere, are bound to have a great influence upon the world in the future. By reason of sheer numbers and physical contact, let the nations of the world respect the integrity and independence of the free Negro states of Abyssinia, Liberia, Haiti, and the rest, and let the inhabitants of these states, the independent tribes of Africa, the Negroes of the West Indies and America, and the black subjects of all nations take courage, strive ceaselessly, and fight bravely, that they may prove to the world their incontestable right to be counted among the great brotherhood of mankind."
Damn. That was deep. I guess the bottom line is, know the essence of your roots or someone else will plant your beginning. What's the name of that site again?
K.I.K. Knowledge is King. Google search that title and it should be on top of the search page.
I'll check it out tonight, Clay. Peace.
Peace to you, young man.